and staff of Taft Information Technology High School, a 2010 National Blue Ribbon School. The first time in 25 years that a high school in Cincinnati Public Schools has gotten a Blue Ribbon Award. Yes! I was the principal of a Blue Ribbon school, so I know the kind of hard work and effort that it takes. When I opened Education Week, it's a weekly newspaper that comes out that just hundreds of thousands of educators across the country read. I saw Taft Information Technology High School featured, and I went, yay, Cincinnati, and it made me truly, truly proud. Cincinnati Bell offered tutoring, technology, incentives, and support to help the students and staff meet your academic goals. And since then, you have climbed out of academic emergency with low graduation rates to one that enjoys the excellent rating on the State of Ohio report card. So I would like to take a minute to give credit to leadership. That of your principal, and that to CEO Jack Cassidy, who's sitting here down in front, about your personal commitment to the students at Taft High School. I am a true believer that it is relationships that change the world. So thank you, and also our other Cincinnati Bell tutors who have been with us, some for 10 years, some for less. Thank you so much, because it is through all of you that we are here today. I would like to introduce another leader, our principal, Anthony Smith, a Taft High School graduate also. And I would like to present you with the Blue Ribbon.
There are other students that are back at Taft right now. These are freshmen, sophomores. They haven't had that opportunity to take the OGT yet, but we know they will actually do probably a better job than we could have ever imagined. There is a man that's back at the school with them, and this guy has been there with me since the beginning, and that's Mr. Edwards. He won't hear your applause, but I know he'll feel it. I'm going to tell you everything that you shouldn't do so that you don't get fired, all right? Because he says this is a hard job to have. Well, you know what? When the students do the work that they do, and they put the time and effort into the whole plan called academic success, then you know what? The work doesn't feel that hard. And I know this is about the Blue Ribbon, but man, the football team Friday night. Oh my goodness. A few seconds away from beating the #1 school in the state. We were right there, right there. There's not enough that I can say about the young men and their efforts and their ambition and their commitment to excellence. This was a very, very great year to celebrate. Not one student had to be removed from the team for academic reasons, for discipline reasons. They stayed the course. They stayed with the commitment. They made everything work for us. And there are other people that have been very, very inspirational to our whole work at Taft Technology. Partners in Education, Cincinnati Bell, you guys know the story. It's a wonderful story, and the story's been told all across the country. Jack Cassidy is a wonderful guy. He cares about kids. He cares about success. And a lot of this work has been attributed to all the tutors and all the hard work. My secretary, Miss Bryant, oh my goodness. Without her, you wouldn't see me, I can tell you that for sure. She has been the force behind all of the work. There's not enough that I can say about Jack. Everything that he said he would do, he's done. Every contribution he's made to the school has been without trying to receive any noteworthy information back. I think every company in the city should try to find a school, because there are some more Tafts around. Jack, come up. Done. From the laptops to the cell phones to the tutors to the scholarships to the internships. And you know what? Without Myra and Luke, this guy really wouldn't exist. So Myra and Luke, thank you. Mrs. Ronan, thank you very much for giving us the autonomy to do the work. And believing that we could rise. You called me often and you kept telling me you're close. And you called me often and you kept telling me we're close. And then I got the call that we had made it over the hurdle, and now we have to figure out how to sustain that work. That's where the hard work comes in. And I can tell you, we didn't provide lunches, we didn't provide bus passes or anything, but 160 of those students came over their spring break to make that commitment to work when school wasn't in session. Every school has a central office administrator. That's somebody that comes from the board and lends us a hand. I'd like to recognize Ms. Davis for taking time out of your busy schedule during spring break to come and tutor with us. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. TA? TA? TA?
None of us are in this room. Forget about Mr. Smith, forget about me, forget about Cincinnati Bell. None of us are in this room if it isn't for you kids. Because we're not rated as excellent. You all are rated as excellent. You're the players, and we might have been the coaches or helpers. And I can't think of any greater coaching staff to have than with Anthony Smith, and where's Michael Turner? Where's Michael? Okay, with Michael. Well, administrators and teachers are one thing, but educators are a totally different thing. And the people that I'm familiar with at Taft High School, there are no teachers and there are no administrators. There are educators. So I think every educator that works at Taft High School or is associated with Taft High School needs to stand up and take a bow. And I am so proud to represent the wonderful company that I work for with its 3,000 employees in Cincinnati Bell. And Carolyn Martinez, Myra Kays, Luke Burton, you three folks keep this train on the track and on the rails. You have no idea what they have to deal with me. And you know what you got to deal with Mr. Smith, okay? So you put Mr. Smith and Mr. Cassidy together, you got a lot to deal with, okay? And these folks do it. I would like them and the people who put the real work into this, the great employees of Cincinnati Bell who are represented here today by a select group of tutors, please stand up and take your bow. People are confused. People think that Cincinnati Bell sends money to Taft High School. That's because Americans want to believe that they can throw money at issues and then it'll go away, okay? It doesn't go that away. Throwing money at the issue never solves a problem. As Mrs. Ronan said, it's all about relationships. And I am so proud as the CEO of Cincinnati Bell to know that I work with these kind of folks that have developed relationships over the years with the families and with the students and with the spirit of Taft High School. I couldn't be any prouder than I am of these folks right now. Thank you. But we're a long way from what we determine as success. First of all, Taft's only rated as excellent. We need to be rated excellent with distinction. Second of all, that's the broader base, okay? Second of all, and maybe more importantly, is every kid that goes to Taft High School, A, needs to graduate, B, needs to go to college, C, needs to graduate from college, and D, needs to have a very happy life from there. That's our definition of success. And we had the assembly, and I told you that Taft High School does not exist in a building. Taft High School exists in the hearts and the minds and in the spirit of the students and the teachers, and that we were going to make it through it, and that we were going to get out together, and that we'd move in together in a new school. But I never thought that you would take that to mean that not only were we going to make it through it, we were going to make it through it in an excellent way. Congratulations to all of you again. Kenny carries a 3.6 grade point average. Kenny was a Cincinnati Bell intern. Kenny is planning to go to Howard University, where he's planning to study business, get his MBA, and then move on from there. Okay? Kenny is, I just think, a great example of the spirit of Taft High School. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Fowler.
It has been a decade of perseverance, determination, and teamwork to get where we are now, and it's good to finally see the hard work paying off. It is such an honor to be one of the 300 schools to get the Blue Ribbon Award, and to tell you the truth, Taft High School was not even originally looking for the Blue Ribbon Award. But that just goes to show you that Taft works for nothing more than its own excellence. By establishing relationships and growing strong, this strength has given Taft exactly what we need to grow efforts. So.
And as I look out there at the 200 young people in this auditorium, I have one request. And that request is, pay it forward. And by that I mean the same thing that Jack Cassidy just said. After you go off to college and after you become a successful business person, pay it forward by returning to one of our Cincinnati Public Schools and give the same marvelous gift that these tutors gave to you, the gift of relationship and the gift of support. So I want you to promise me, let's say it, I promise to pay it forward.
I promise to pay it forward.
And with that, yes. With that, I know our future CPS students cannot be anything but successful. So, thank you and congratulations, Taft 2010 Blue Ribbon winners.